mentioned, okay, and a lot of Ash'aris, okay, those monkeys, they don't know that, okay. Let me read it for you, brother. Wallahi, that's a very important thing. And where is that book?
No, look, I'm not. This isn't like I have no issue. Well, I mean, I do have issues, but like,
Wait.
I'm agnostic. I don't have a position there, anyways. Like,
Akhi, let me tell you something really nice, okay? So Allah is all perfect, right?
sure.
Exactly. So now, okay, we don't allow something which is not perfect for him. So whatever we allow for him, it's perfection, right?
Yes.
So whatever we allow for him, it's a must for him because it's a perfection, right?
Yes.
So is it allowed for God to create a creation before every creation?
Allowed for him to create a creation before every creation?
Yes.
Oh, bro, I don't even know what that question is trying.
He's just saying, is he able to do that? Is it like?
But he's saying, is it allowed? Like, I don't know. Is he saying, is it possible?
Yes. Is it possible he do that?
Yeah. Is it possible for a perpetual creation? Yeah, it is possible. Sure.
Exactly. So it is allowed for God, right?
Bro, I don't. Okay.
Is it allowed?
I don't know what that's trying to get. Bro, like, what? Is it?
Look. Is it? Look. So, for example, is it allowed for God to have deficiencies? No, right?
Okay, sure, but then you'd have to like show how.
Exactly.
Okay.
So, Akhi. So that means
you'd have to show how the contrasted position is like.
So you are saying it is. Look, it is impossible for God to have deficiencies, but it is possible He creates a creation before every creation, right?
Sure.
So you are allowing that. Allowance, not a must, right?
Okay, yeah, it's possible, yes.
Exactly. What did you say 5 minutes before? Whatever is allowed for him is perfection for him. Whatever is perfection is a must for him. So it's must for him to create.
But you'd have to show me that the other view is an imperfection.
Look, Umar, you got it? Umar, you got it?
Yeah, but the other view.
Look.
If the other view has deficiencies, then sure.
No.
But you'd have to prove that.
Focus with me. Look, you said at the beginning, we agreed on what Allah is all about perfection. Whatever allowed for him, okay, it's perfection. Because deficiencies are not allowed for him, right?
But the other view is possible too. Like, you'd have to say that's perfect too. If your criterion is that perfection is based on possibility, then the other view is perfection too.
I will tell you how the other view is debunked right now. Wait a minute. Look, I will tell you. I expect that, brother. Okay? So
but we have to look, because then you're gonna add to your criteria. Look, you're gonna add to your criteria, and then this view is gonna be on the hook just as much as the other one. Like,
no problem. Look, so now he's all about perfection, right?
You know, Dr. Ahmed, the best dalil is the dalil from the Quran and Sunnah.
Brother, even what we talked about is جنس الفعل ليس أحد الفعل أصلا.
Bro, I'm not. What the heck? I'm not using any big terms.
Look, Omar, explain for him, like our argument, okay?
It's about the type of act, not the act.
Look, Omar, his objection is on what? On the أحد الفعل. But our argument was on جنس الفعل. I don't know, like, what was Shakespeare doing? يعني flirting, the English language is really poor.
No, look. Can I just tell you my grievances with like the perpetual.
What's your problem about Tasalsul hard? Yeah, what's your problem?
Okay, look, because I'm not saying the other view is better. I have issues with both, but this view specifically, like, you're gonna say, from what I understand, there's like pocket creations, and
what do you mean by pocket?
Like when Allah like destroys and He creates that. He creates like I would consider that like a pocket creation, which is within a specific time frame. So let's say like He destroys at let's say randomly like T4, and then at T5, between T5 and like T10, there's like a pocket creation before He destroys at T11.
So what?
That pocket creation, we can say there's a prior pocket creation, and then we can say there's another we can go back infinitely with these pocket creations, basically.
So what?
Presumably you guys are holding to A theory. Now,
what's that theory, brother? Don't use those terms. I don't know what.
Okay. Like, bro, I don't know how to move forward, because that's where my grievances is. Like, you would say that like only I'm assuming presentism A theory, where like only the present exists, only right now exists. The past doesn't exist, the future doesn't exist, right?
Brother, what do you mean past doesn't exist? Yani,
Oh
you
my
mean
God, yo, I
time
can't.
is something.
We're not gonna get anywhere, bro. I don't know how to like.
Because you look because you look in like I studied philosophy like
Only Dr. Ahmed, only now is real. Only now is real. Like we're just in the present.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what he's saying. Yeah.
Okay, the thing is, look. So if you go back, if we can infinitely regress, right? The thing is, I know that the pockets are not causally ordered. There is a sequential ordering, but it's not causal. One pocket doesn't counterfactually depend on the other one.
Bro, this ain't gonna work. This ain't gonna work.
It doesn't depend on the other one. Like, for example, look, this pocket isn't causally determined by the other one, right? We would agree there.
What's your objection?
It's basically, look, if we were to say like, okay, basically, how would we have gotten to this pocket unless let me land. Look, let me land.
Brother,
Let me land.
I know what you're saying.
Arazi brought this one already.
No, let me land. Look, I used to think this was a bad objection. I used to think this was a bad objection, but I
No, that's not a bad objection, brother. That's an important objection.
No, I meant bad in the way where like it can be defeated. I don't think it can. Hold up. Let me land though. Look, because look, the only way I can really make sense of it, right, is because if you say something like, okay, from infinity, how do we get to this specific pocket if Allah has to create an infinite amount of pockets in between, right? So it's not like he's creating them all at once, because that's something that can make sense to me if he creates all the pockets simultaneously. But then that entails eternalism. You don't want to do that. You would have to say that he creates each one. But then he has to create an infinite amount of pockets just to get to this pocket. That's the whole push. You have to. All right, go ahead.
You are saying there is infinite amount of things before us. So how did it reach to us, right?
Yeah, basically.
So why didn't you say that from the morning? And why you talk about pockets, Jesus?
What? I didn't bring up Jesus.
Okay, look. Let me give you.
Was that supposed to be a joke? Sorry if that was supposed to be a joke.
I love you, brother. That's why I love you. You are cute. Look, if you spoke Arabic, it will be really good. Look, we have something قاعدة يقول يعني بكل بساطة الجهمية يعني their biggest problem is what؟ خلط ما في الأعيان مع ما في الأذهان. Okay? Look, when we say there is infinite amount of things, okay? This is, we are counting, right?
Mm-hmm.
Good. Counting things, the counting itself, it's epistemic thing, epistemic topic or ontological topic?
What?
Look, we are saying before the creation of that pen, there was infinite amount of pens, okay?
Uh-huh.
When we say infinite amount of pen, is that we are counting, right?
Sure.
Good. The counting thing by itself, counting, is it something epistemic or ontological?
Oh my God, man. I don't know.
Let me give you a very simple example. Imagine there is an eternal chair, okay? Okay? And there's a guy who's circulating around that chair, okay? For eternity. So we have an eternal man, eternal chair. This guy is circulating around that chair for eternity, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Can you count how many times this guy circulated around the chair?
It's an infinite amount of times.
You cannot count it, right?
I don't know what you mean by you can't count. Like, it's not a count.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can you know how many times did he...
I mean, it would still be considered a countable infinity. I mean, it's not like you can... Bro, look, this is just going to go to a different topic that, like, it's going to be hard for us to communicate on.
Can you observe how many times that he circulated?
Yeah, if I'm sitting there eternally with him, yeah, sure. Like,
you can observe the amount of the circulations, right?
I could if I was sitting there with him eternally.
Look, focus with me. Can you count and know how many times? Okay, for example, take any circulation, okay, around the chair, okay?
Yes,
take
you can
any
count it. You can count it. Like you
Okay.
could count it.
Imagine now you are sitting in front of him, okay? And you see he's circulating, right?
Mm-hmm.
Good. Before that circulation, can you count, can you reach in the past to that circulation in counting?
What?
Look, and you saw that this guy is circulating. From the past to the time of counting, can you count
From the
numbers?
past to the time of counting? Wait, so
Yes.
so okay, I mean, because
Omar,
it could.
open the camera.
Wait, hold up. Let me try to understand this. You're saying that the guy is walking around the chair and I'm sitting there.
Yeah, look.
Has he? Okay, look. So did he start at some point and then it infinitely progresses frontwards, or are you saying there's like a regress there too?
Look.
Have I always been there?
Look. I will tell you. Look. Now he's eternal, okay? And we have the chair, okay? Okay? You got it until now? And from the eternity, he's doing circulations, okay? There's no first circulation. Okay, if I tell you to count.
Oh, there's no first. Okay, so he didn't start. It's always just been happening like that.
If
Okay.
if I tell you count his circulations, can you do that?
Yeah, I could count. Let's say, yeah, if I'm using
So you can count infinity.
if I'm using natural numbers, I could sit there and probably count the whole time. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just like you are measuring something's height or length, which is infinite, right? Can you measure it?
Bro, that's a whole different type of infinity. You're just talking about like
Brother,
counting.
that's the point. Can you measure it?
Oh my god, I don't know how that's relevant to this though. It's not relevant.
Look,
That's
for
a different.
example,
That's
if
a
you go
different
back-
type of
look,
infinity.
Look. If you go back infinity, okay? How can I understand them? Look. For example, the amount of times, the numbers of the circulating, okay?
I could count it. Yeah, if I was always sitting there with him and I was using.
According to the numbers of the circulations, okay? Will he be now circulating?
Sorry, ask that question again.
Look, according to the number of circulation, will he be now circulating?
I'm not sure what you're asking there.
Look, if we say before the circulation, there is infinite amount of circulations, right?
Before the circulation, but there's no before the like. Are you saying before a specific circulation? There was an infinite. Yeah. Okay.
So there are infinite numbers of circulations, right?
Sure.
When we say numbers, are we talking about something exist outside?
What? I'm not sure what that.
Look,
What that brings
for
you.
example, this exists outside, right?
Are you asking me? Do numbers exist outside of our minds?
Yes.
How does that? What does that have to do with this?
I will tell you now. That's the point. Look, does this exist?
Yeah, that exists.
Exactly. Do numbers exist?
I don't think numbers exist. No.
Exactly. So count the process of counting, okay, is inside your mind only, right?
Okay. Yeah.
The process of the circulating, is it inside your mind or outside?
Outside.
Exactly. And the objection is what? Before the circulation, there are infinity of circulation, therefore it will not reach. It's because the number
دكتور
of
احمد
the...
ابن تيميه رد على هذا الشبهه ويقول
No, wait a minute, عمر he doesn't
التسلسل
understand.
له طرفان
أخي, he doesn't
منتهي
understand.
وطرف غير منتهي.
Brother, he doesn't understand me. How the hell you will understand Ibn Taymiyyah? Look, the point is, ya akhi, the objections is what? It will not reach because there are infinite amount of actions. Brother, that's the point. The number of the actions is something epistemic. And what we are dealing with, it is something ontological. So the argument is what? It's epistemic argument used against something ontological. And that's a categorical mistake.
Bro, what? How did we even get? I don't know how we got there.
Look,
Because the last point you made was how we count is we count
Look.
like we count
exactly,
conceptually,
brother.
but it's not a conceptual activity.
Brother, look. We are agreeing with the owner of the objection. If he says, okay, we cannot reach the number of the actions, okay, we agree with that. It's
What?
impossible.
Wait, hold up. You said we can't
The
reach.
numbers, not the action itself. The action itself, it's something what? It is something ontological, okay? Exists outside, right?
Are you? I think you're making like a. He's trying to distinguish between infinities, like mathematical infinities, and like a real infinity. He's trying to say that real infinities can occur. Is that what he's? I'm not sure what he's trying to say.
Guys, just
Like, I don't know what he's trying to.
You guys are gonna make it work, bro. You guys are gonna make it work. I get what
If
he's
you
trying to say.
understand his position, just like articulate it for him.
You guys aren't gonna make it work. Just leave it, bro. I think that we're not like we want to.
But Omar, did you understand
answer to
what I was?
objection.
Did you understand what I was saying?
I know what your objection is. I have look. This is the way that Dr. Ahmed حكيت مع أحمد النجار يقول كيف رد هذا الشبه ابن تيمية. He says نقول الأبد له طرفان. طرف he would say that الطرف الذي في المستقبل لا ينتهي. أما الطرف الذي the one that's متناهي that's to us is متناهي ومحدود. That's what he says. But I have to do something anyways.
الشيخ إشكال الغزالي وباقي الأشعرية لا شيخ أحمد السيد، هو إشكالهم ما تسلسل لم يتعصل. نقول لماذا ما تسلسل لم يتحصل؟ بكل بساطة يقولون لأن هناك أعدادا، شوف ركز، لأن هناك أعدادا لا نهاية لها قبل كل حادث معين. فنقول بكل بساطة أن إشكالكم هذا يعني يطبق على ماذا؟ على الأعداد. نحن نوافقهم، لا تستطيعوا أن تعد وتفهم عدد الأعداد. يعني الآن يعني عدديا إبستيميا أو ذهنيا لا كلامه صحيح، أما خارجيا كلامه ليس بصحيح أصلا، لأننا نتكلم عن شيء خارجي. يعني كلامنا في تسلسل الحوادث هو تحقق الحوادث في الخارج، هذا شيء خارجي. ولكن هم يقولون ما لا نهاية من الأعداد، الأعداد ذهنية، فبالتالي إشكالهم ذهني على شيء خارجي، وهذا ممتنع يا أخي، لأن الإمكان الذهني لا يستلزم إمكان خارجي بالضرورة. وبكل بساطة
دكتور، السؤال كيف انتهى الماضي وهو لا نهاية له؟
Yes, that's the point. أخي this guy, focus with me brother.
وابن تيمية يقول الماضي له طرفان، طرف متناهي من جهتنا والطرف غير متناهي.